What's up, OU fans? I'm going to tell you why Kelly Maxwell is the single most important player for OU to win the Women's College World Series. Now, there are a lot of other players that could have been submitted for this. You could have said, well, Jada Coleman's the most important player for OU win another national championship. Look what she does defensively. If Jada is just Jada, that's going to go a long way into winning another title. If Alyssa Brito continues on the hot streak she's on offensively, plus what she brings to the table defensively, she could be a candidate. And yes, there's a lot of candidates right now because they're playing so well as to who could be the most important player for OU to win this Women's College World Series. Now that they've won one game against Duke, we'll play UCLA on Saturday. But here's why I think it's Kelly Maxwell. And I'll go back to a video I did a couple of days ago. If you're on the channel, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Several videos covering the Women's College World Series. But I said the defense is the number one reason why this team will end up winning a national championship. Looked pretty good so far throughout day one. So I don't question the defense, and I really don't even question the offense right now. A fantastic offensive performance against Duke. But who's the main arm that's going to get this done for OU? And that's why I think Kelly Maxwell is the single most important player for OU over the course of the next week, week and a half. Now, don't confuse the most important player with the best player. Kelly Maxwell is not the best player on this team. She's just the most important player for the role that she's going to play from here on out. Now, she hasn't garnered a loss in either of her last two starts. In fact, I believe she's gotten 2 wins in her last 2 starts. But she's got to do better with controlling her pitches. She's got to do a better job of getting on top of hitters. Kelly Maxwell has a total of 10 walks in her last 2 starts. That number's got to come down, and it's got to come down significantly. Because the deeper and deeper you're going into this tournament, the better and better the opposing teams are going to be. Getting on top of hitters, control, the single most important stat for Kelly Maxwell, I think, here moving forward, it's not the strikeout numbers. It's not even the ERA. It's the walk numbers. And if those walk numbers come down from Thursday's outing against Duke, where she had 4 walks and 2 2/3, or the 6 walks that she had against Florida State in the Super Regional in 5 innings, if those numbers can come down, Kelly Maxwell is going to be just fine. But again, OU has the defense to win this championship. OU has the offense to win this championship. But does OU have that frontline starter like so many other teams do in this tournament to come away and win their 4th consecutive title? Because if you look at the other teams in this field, Texas just had a true freshman that threw a complete game. Fantastic game. Duke has great arms. UCLA has great arms. Oklahoma State has Lexi Kilfoyle. Stanford has Nyjah Kennedy. You kind of get the point here, is that if you were to rank a bunch of certain categories, OU versus the rest of the field, or I think their defense would rank number 1. I think their offense, if not number 1, it's going to be towards the top. Coach, they got the GOAT. Of course, that one's number 1. But in terms of their frontline starter, their ace, I don't think OU would rank at the top in this field. And at best, it's probably in the middle half. So yes, Kelly Maxwell is not the only pitcher that you are going to count on this week. You're going to need Kirsten Deal, just like you did yesterday, and she was good. You're going to need Nicole May. She's been fantastic now for about 2.5 weeks. Kelly Maxwell has been this ace all year long. She is the ace going into the biggest run of the entire season. She could get the start on Saturday. And if she gets the start on Saturday, she's got to be much better with the control. But that's the good news here. The defense, elite. The offense, elite. And if Kelly Maxwell can revert back to what she was for the majority of the season, then the favorite to win the championship, it looks even better for this team to win their 4th consecutive title. But that's the big if right now with this team that I see. And that's why I think Kelly Maxwell is the single most important player for OU in the Women's College World Series. Agree? Disagree? Drop in the comments who you think, if not Kelly Maxwell. If you do think it's Kelly Maxwell, you want to add on to another point about that, drop that as well. But she won't be the only pitcher, but she's going to be the pitcher most likely that gets the most starts here in the Women's College World Series. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the support. OU UCLA, Saturday, 2 p.m. on ABC. We'll see who gets that start, and we'll see if Kelly Maxwell can control those pitches better than she has her last 2 outings.